ASMballeR here, and today, I'm back with another video. Now, before we get to today's video, yesterday I double uploaded for Thanksgiving for you guys, just to show you guys how thankful I am for you guys and just how crazy you guys have been. We just hit 4.5k subscribers, which is, my god, that is so crazy. It's so crazy to think about, just this past February I had 2,000, not even a year in advance, I'm already over, doubling that, so I'm really trying to hit 5k before my 4-year anniversary on here in February, so 500 subs in roughly 3 months. I'm sure we can do it, but let's just make that big push for you guys. I really hope we can get that done. Also, yesterday I posted, again, double. It's a Miles Morales video, playing Spider-Man Miles Morales for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you guys saw that, if not, make sure you guys go check it out. I know a lot of people voted for that for, new gameplay videos that I want to start posting on this channel again. I posted a lot of, Overwatch, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Star Wars Battlefront on this channel. I want to kind of get back into that. I can see that I've been building a lot of basketball-related videos, so I'm assuming there's a lot more basketball, just people here who are subscribed for the basketball-related content. I understand that, but I cannot just make this channel just about basketball. In my opinion, I can't just sit here and talk basketball for every single video for every single day, so I'm going to mix it up every once in a while and add those things. So I would really appreciate if you guys would still support me. Just click on the video, watch it if you want to, relax to it. It's still me, it's still Jake doing, ASMR, so hopefully you guys will still enjoy that video. So I double upload, parts 1 and 2 are already up. Also, obviously like this video, subscribe. I really hope you guys, enjoy this one, because we're going to be talking about NBA players who have, arguably, it's just my opinion, the most to prove for this next upcoming season. Now, this is more of an opinionated video, so again, my opinions don't mean anything whenever I make an opinionated video. I always say that, my opinions don't mean anything, it's trash, it doesn't mean anything. So, keep that in mind when I talk about these players. But, I need your help. Your help, right? Bam, right there. Down in the comments, I need you to comment down below. What team, what entire franchise, what team going into next season has the most to prove? I need you to comment down there right now. I know you're probably sleepy, tired, or whatever, relaxing. Just comment down below what you think in your opinion. What NBA team needs the most to prove in this upcoming season, and I will feature those in my next video, talking about the teams that need to, show up for next season. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about, so hopefully you guys contribute to that. If not, I'll just do it myself. So, yeah, leave a like on this video, subscribe, and let's jump right into the video. Now again, I'm just going to start ripping off names that I think have the most to prove. Maybe a little bit of an explanation. This video is it's not going to be super long because I am filming this on Thanksgiving night, and I know dedication to the channel, I know, crazy, but I've been drinking, I'm tired, and I'm very stuffed, so definitely need some sleep for work tomorrow. So, getting off rip here, I'm just looking through, like, Twitter and ESPN articles and things like that, so nothing really super crazy. I think one of them that's pretty easy to think is Andrew Wiggins from the Golden State Warriors. Now, I know that's not like a superstar name, but we all know that Klay Thompson is injured for this whole entire next season. He's not even going to be able to play at all. I think he tore an ACL or something like that, something pretty bad again. So it's not like he's going to be, if they make the playoffs or if they make the finals, he can come back. I think he's done for the entire year, because those are usually 12-month injuries to come back from. So, with that being said, I do think that Andrew Wiggins absolutely has to step up in this next year. Andrew Wiggins can and has the potential to be the second option for the Golden State Warriors. Now, we know Draymond is probably their second best player, obviously being a tenured player on that team. Very, very, very defensive focused. We all want Draymond to be Draymond like he was back in 2016, but we don't know if that's going to happen or not. So that being said, I think with the attention that Steph Curry is going to get next season, I really hope points or something like that throughout seasons, but he just looks like the same rookie Andrew Wiggins that he has been his entire season. So I'm hoping for at least some sort of leadership from Coach Kerr, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, someone to light a fire under this kid and let him know that, hey, you have the potential to be an amazing talent in the NBA. Do it. Like, go out there, show your heart, show tough defense, show amazing play, smart play with one of the best players, not only in the NBA today, but one of the best players of all time in Steph Curry. So I think that Andrew Wiggins probably has the most to prove coming into next season. Let's see here. Oh, John Wall. John Wall. We all know that, obviously John Wall has been in the news recently. It's been reported that, John Wall asked the Warriors to be traded. John Wall figured out that Bradley Beal is sort of like the new head guy for the Wizards, and if that's true or false, it still doesn't matter because I feel like everyone has their eye on Bradley Beal when I think John Wall misses that spotlight of being the best player in Washington. And I think he heard this buzz. I think he knows that he is not that guy anymore in the eyes of the media and the fan base. Even to me, I don't think he's going to be that great next season, but John Wall has the opportunity to show that he is still an amazing, great talent worth, well, not maybe the entirety of his contract, but worth being a part of the Wizards still, being a part of that team. And hey, maybe he did say, hey, what happened? I'm the best guy, I'm the best player, this, that, and that. And if he did say that, then he really has a lot to prove next season because we all know Bradley Beal is a walking bucket, one of the best scorers in the NBA today. So the Wizards right now have a very good chance of being a 7th, 8th, maybe even a 9th, 10th playoff seeding tournament winner. Because we all know this next season they're going to be play-ins again like they did in the bubble last season through the matches of 8 and 9 and 7 and 10. So say the Wizards are in the 10th spot and I don't know, like the Atlanta Hawks or some Orlando Magic are in the 7th spot. The Wizards definitely have a chance if that does come down to that. And you don't forget the Wizards have been playoff teams before. John Wall has been in the playoffs many times, so has Bradley Beal. So, I mean, if you get a matchup like that against a young team who's just, playing basically just off of their, raw skill, I think they have a chance to upset a team like that. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it's a chance. And John Wall definitely has something to prove that he is still one of the best guards in the NBA. This is kind of a weird one, but Devin Booker. I feel like we all love Devin Booker. I love Devin Booker. He's one of my favorite players to watch play basketball for sure. But I'm not gonna lie. I can even throw in Chris Paul in the mix, and I'm sure probably someone in the comments down this video again. Comment down below what teams have the most to prove this next coming season. But the Suns in general, so have a lot to prove next season. But I'll do that in the next video. But I feel like Devin Booker being the best player on that team, maybe not the leader now that Chris Paul is there, but that Suns team has a lot of look on it now, and a lot of people are already saying, oh my god, the Phoenix Suns are locked for the playoffs. Wow, the Phoenix Suns are going to make the playoffs this year. Who is going to bump out, this, that, and the other. There's a lot of hype around this team, which could be a very good thing to play up to that expectation, or it could be a horrible thing that shatters the Suns on being still a not very deep team with a very old now Chris Paul, a Devin Booker player who is still not a very good defender, and sometimes gets a little bit of tunnel vision, not gonna lie, when it comes to scoring and playing basketball. A young, developing Ayton, not a very good 4 spot in my opinion, still not even sure he's probably gonna start there, and a 3 spot, a small forward spot that's very open for a lot of players, maybe Mikal Bridges or Cam Johnson. There's a lot of openness to that spot. So, I mean, obviously Chris Paul and Devin Booker sounds like an amazing duo, but can Devin Booker now officially, he has a team that's ready to go, and if he can take him to the promised land, that would be one of the greatest things ever. I think that'd be so dope. Phoenix is always in talks on being a team that moves. A lot of the fans around that area really hate the ownership and how the Suns have been taking care of their players and their organization for a while, honestly. So this would be amazing if that can happen. So same thing for the Wizards. If mesh together, and it's gonna come down to Devin Booker. He's the best player on the team. He's gonna have to prove that he is now the guy, you know. And do I think he can do it? Obviously, yes. Devin Booker is an amazing player. He has arguably been an all-star for the past couple of years. He was last year because Dame was hurt. He can definitely be, you know, one of the best players in the league. And I think he definitely has a lot to prove to show that not only can he do that and not just stat sheet stuff, but he can also turn that into winning basketball games. There are some obviously very obvious ones I can do takes on, you know, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. You know, if they can still cooperate together and things like that. But that's more of probably like a team of basketball sort of sense on the Rockets, which I'm sure someone put down in the comments again. If you haven't done that yet, please do. But Ben Simmons is also a really good one, obviously. It's a couple years now into Ben Simmons' career, and a lot of people still say that Ben Simmons is, you know, the next one up. He can still be that next great sort of league player that we see, you know, LeBron-esque type of player. You know, obviously we all see that in like a Zion because he's younger and he's doing really good his past rookie season, but at least in my opinion, I still believe in Ben Simmons being one of the best players in the league for sure. His defense is amazing on both guards and forwards. He's very switchable. He's a very smart player on the open court. Run a fast break with Ben Simmons, and it's a GG. Like, he's getting the bucket no matter what. But man, sometimes he seems stuck. I don't want him to be like I was talking about with Andrew Wiggins, where he's just gonna be the same player his entire career, and that's good. That's great. That's, you know, an all-star type player. You can be, you know, the second, maybe third best player on a championship team, but I really want to see this season Ben Simmons make that jump into elite, you know, an amazing, like top 10 type of player. I feel like he can. Will he? It's gonna come down to the three-point shot. If Ben Simmons can finally start scoring without having to, you know, use all of the tools in the box, you know, a lot of his body and a lot of toll on the body on trying to do all this stuff, which I guess he can do, but making the game easier for yourself and playing smarter, not harder, is how amazing players come to be. It's how LeBron can still play how he's playing. It's how Chris Paul can still play as he's playing. You gotta play the game smarter, not harder. And it's gonna be a point in time where Ben Simmons just can't do what he's doing right now all the time. And I really hope this next season, I think it's gonna be something he has to prove. Not only can he shoot, but he can be the best player on the Sixers. We all love Joel Embiid, but when Joel Embiid isn't 100%, that team is not winning games at all. I'm just looking at some more ESPN stuff, and I don't know if I should say this name because this dude is still super young, but I keep seeing on Twitter all the time on how finally the Atlanta Hawks have made their team built around Trey Young. So I think I can say that now that Trey Young has a very capable team around him, and people say that Trey Young is, you know, the next Steph Curry, the next great point guard in this NBA, the next great true point guard under, you know, 6 foot floor general, Chris Paul-esque type of player, Steve Nash-esque type player, Steph Curry type player in the NBA. I feel like Trey Young has a lot to prove this next season now that he finally has a capable squad. They have Gallinari, who's one of the best spot-up shooters in the NBA. He's a very smart player. He can average, you know, 15 to like 22 points per game, anywhere around there. And he's very effective when it comes to offense. Defense, he's okay, but if they have him playing the small forward position, in my opinion, maybe even his true position, that'd be wild. That'd be awesome if they can do that. They also obviously got Bogdanovich because the Kings didn't re-sign him, so they have now Trey and Bogdan, which are awesome duos for sure. You have Cali, you have Cam Reddish, you have DeAndre Hunter. Those forwards are amazing. You can use all three of them any way you really want to. Obviously, Cam Reddish is more of the offensive type. DeAndre is more of the defensive type, and then Cali is just the veteran player who can probably do better than both. But and then you have your forwards and centers with Collins, Capella, and Onyike Okongwu. That's a very capable 7-man lineup, you know, 7, 8 men deep. that's very capable. And then you also have, Rajon Rondo to learn with. And I pray that Trey Young is just in the gym. Every practice he comes in with a little notepad and a pen, and he just writes down everything that Rajon Rondo has to teach him, has for him to learn. And I hope he's just taking notes and taking notes and taking notes and just learning from Rondo as long as he can. Because, my God, if Trey Young could even get a smidgen of Rajon Rondo in his game, his court sense, his play sense, his vision, that's terrifying for NBA players in the league. So, you have this amazing team now with a good head coach. Can Trey Young, and it's going to be a lot to prove, finally lead this team to, hey, maybe again, like the teams I was talking about before, a 9th seed, 10th seed play-in, win for the tournament, and you get into the playoffs, or maybe they can even sneak in for an 8th, 7th seed. I think that's very capable because obviously Orlando didn't get any better. Who was the 7th seed last year? The Pacers are arguably probably going to fall out of there, maybe. The Sixers are going to be better than they were last year. Last year, obviously, in my opinion, I feel like with the added shooting, they'll be better. So it's going to be very tough. But I feel like they definitely have a chance to at least make it the 8th seed with Orlando. I think they're probably, in my opinion, better than Orlando. So Trey Young, a lot to prove next season. And like I said before, there are obviously players on here like, Paul George because his playoff run, or Kawhi Leonard because their playoff run. That's obviously nothing I'm going to be talking about. Those players are going to be totally fine next season for sure. They're definitely going to be absolutely amazing. Let's see. Tyler Hero, that could be a good one. Because obviously, man, a lot of people were hyping up Tyler Hero the entire playoff run he had. And I think Tyler Hero is an amazing player. But is he as good as a lot of people are hyping him up to be? I mean, I think he is. I think he's going to be a very good player now. He's going to be, the next best shooting guard for Miami. Like a Dwayne Wade-esque type player. Definitely not. For sure not. But could he maybe one day sneak into an all-star game? Maybe. I think, yeah, that's definitely capable. But I don't think he really has everything to prove next season like the other players I really talked about. Giannis, people are saying Giannis. I'm seeing a lot of Giannis's on this article. Definitely, I don't think so. Like I said, I think Giannis is going to be completely fine. I think Giannis is still an amazing player that has a lot to do with how great that team is. And I don't think they're really going to have a lot of sort of a problem with that whatsoever, at least in my opinion. Let's see. Like again, Westbrook, I think he's going to be fine. Sure, you can argue that he has something to prove. One thing I do really want to say, and this again sort of ties into the next video I want to do with the team one, Michael Porter Jr. This man's had a lot to talk about how he was being used in the Denver offense this past season in the playoffs, saying, well, if you're just playing through Jokic and Jamal Murray, no duh, we need more help, we need more touches, we need this, that, and the other. And that's true, you do need that, but you can tell that he was implying that he needs more touches, he needs more shots, he needs more looks, he needs more activity on the team. Well, Michael Porter Jr., now is your chance. This next season, Michael Porter Jr. has a lot to prove on that he can be the third option for Denver. Denver has been praying for a third option for years, for seasons. Me included, probably a lot of other people thought it was going to be Gary Harris, which he looked to be that sort of next sort of 15 to 21 per game scorer to play alongside Jamal Murray, and it looks like that's just not going to be. It looks like just going to be a very good, solid starter for them. That's going to be probably overpaid, honestly. So that's definitely kind of sad. But Michael Porter Jr. definitely has the potential of being the third option for that team. He's very young. Last season, which is technically his rookie season, the season before, I think he redshirted the year because he was hurt, or something like that, if I do remember. So technically, this is his third year, and he had a lot to say about the playoffs, about how he's being used, and I think he is going to be able to make that push into a very, very, very good, solid starter for them. I would love to see that. I think he averages maybe around was very young last season. Denver really wanted him to be a sort of like a punch off the bench, which is a good idea, but in the Western Conference, you need to have that third go-to guy that a lot of teams now in the NBA, at least in the Western Conference, have now. And I feel like he can be. Like we just saw, the part 36 look amazing. You didn't even get double the minutes that he had last season. He had 16. If he can get around 30, 32, 33, I think that's perfect for him. I think he's ready. I think he's mature enough body-wise. We just have to hope basketball, IQ-wise, he can do it. And I think obviously playing around, my God, the amazing Jamal Murray in the playoffs last year. I think he's going to still continue to play at that level, being one of the best guards in the NBA for sure. And Jokic, one of the highest IQ players in the NBA, definitely the best passing center of all time. Playing with them, I feel like it's going to help them out a lot. You still have Paul Millsap, a returning vet, because he re-signed. I feel like Michael Porter Jr. definitely has a lot to show up next season. We had a lot of talk, and let's see if he can walk the walk, and that's going to be a lot to prove in my opinion. Well, that's going to be it for me. Like I said, I could say a lot of like the obvious ones, like I said, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kevin Durant coming back from his injury, Steph Curry, seeing how great he is. That's a good one, obviously, like LeBron James and him being another old player. I could say Chris Paul. I just wanted to get into the more in-depth type of players, sort of like the ones that aren't really sort of like well-known. You're sort of like, oh wow. One I'm not really going to get into a lot is Karl Anthony Towns. I feel like now that they have a pretty decent, better team around him, I really want to see the Timberwolves not be a bottom feeder team. I want to see them compete a little bit more. So, Cat D'Angelo now with Ant-Man. I think that's actually kind of a dope nickname. Anthony Edwards now. Pretty decent team. You still have Josh Okogie, Jarrett Culver. That's not a bad squad. So, I really want to see what Cat can do with that team. I really want to see him not only just be the amazing center that he is, but a leader of the team, be the voice, be the pusher of the team, let the team rally with you, and not just be your own best player. So that's one to look out to as well. But I think